Hello everybody, this is Cybersurgeon, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Endless Legend as the Wild Walkers. We have expanded our territory to include 2 regions instead of just 1. And now, our goal is to assimilate the Dorgeshi, but I'm not 100% sure how we're going to pull that off. They don't like us. We are in a Cold War with, basically, we're just indifferent towards these two, and we haven't discovered anybody else yet. Oh, snap. There's a drugstore swarm right here. So, we don't want... Okay, so we could just pacify them immediately, but it would cost a large amount of dust. We could end up getting into a quest by parlaying, but we have the dust, so let's just bribe them. Let's save the time. Okay, so now we have them pacified, and we can assimilate them, so let's do that. And boom. Boom? Do we have to end the turn? But now we will have the Burdeki units available as well, with their cavalry charge and all that kind of fun stuff. So that should be entertaining. Still building stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. And this should unlock our next quest. And it does. Okay, so now we have the research Visions of Glory. So now we have extra influence every time we build a city improvement. Or a region improvement. Nice. Okay, so let's see what we end up needing to do next. Arga is dangerous. Develop your military by building a worthy army, and then we need to secure the capital regions. So there's a specific temple ruins, which we're going to need to explore with 4 minor faction units and 2 range units. So we need to build another Drakari Ranger. They're working on, so that's to be 16 turns before they can even start. So let's go ahead and build another Drakari Ranger, and then we're going to need 4 Burdekis total. So there's 3, and then the 4th one can come out of that Burdeki, or that city, and that should cover it. And while we do that, we should probably try to... boy. Let's see. Costs 108 production to make a settler. We have 14 production. So 18 production out of that city. 14 out of this city. So we're going to go ahead and crank out another settler. We're going to go ahead and, whoops, forgot to hold it. Going to go ahead and move the settler up to before the shaman, because we want to move north and try to stop the advance of the necrophages to the south if we can pull that off. That would be a very, very wise move. Let's go ahead and end the turn. So now we have another extractor up, acquiring us even more glass steel, which actually opens up the ability for our hero to begin carrying this cool freaking quest weapon. Look at that! Increased point blank power, and just so much increased stats. And it just looks really cool. No, don't lose the changes. Apply the changes. There we go. So that's consuming all of our glass steel for him to have that awesome weapon, but I think it's worth it. Alright, so we have our reduced military cost, and do we have the... we don't have the influence to upgrade anything beyond that, so let's go ahead and just leave with the reduced production cost of military units. That will allow us to crank out our settler and our units that we need for this quest faster. And in the meantime, so that we're not just completely sitting on our hands, let's go parlay with the eyeless ones to, at the very least, pacify them so they won't be hostile towards us. It's one of those things where you say, oh, it couldn't hurt, and then I sit here and think about the fact that, well, if that army intercepts us, it could hurt. Let's go ahead and parlay. Alright, so they want 10 dye to the public market. We have no dye. So we are not going to get them to be completely pacified until we acquire a dye extractor, which we don't even have the ability to get yet. Do we have a dye extractor in the next tier? It does not look like it, unfortunately. When will we get a dye extractor? No. I feel like there should be a dye extractor before 4 tiers up. Let's see. Any other extractors in this tier? Dye, adamantium, palladium. Not helpful. A bunch of dust-related activities. Mithrite and Hyperium. Okay, so there definitely must just be an extractor, a dye extractor I just didn't notice. Oh, duh! Wow, I feel dumb. We already have a dye extractor. Okay, that's super cool. So let's then work on unlocking an extra militia slot. Let's do that. So we have the ability to make a dye extractor. Let's go ahead and make one. So we will be able to eventually go ahead and knock that out. And we have a spice extractor as well. They are fighting with us, but that's not a big deal. Go ahead and auto it out. Not too terrible. Let's go ahead and take off so they don't continue trying to mess with us. We also have the settler about to spawn that we want to pick up and escort to the north. They're still working on the Burrow Street. So let's go ahead, send him up there, and then select a new army that merges with them right there. There we go. And the goal will be to find a suitable settlement point in the region of Doyak. Wow, we have a lot more glass steel coming up. Alright, so go ahead and just take one step into... Why can't you step into this province? Why are you not moving at all? Do you guys still not have the ability to move? I don't know what's going on with that. Did I not actually click end turn? What is going on with the region of Doyak that we can't walk in there? I don't... Why can you guys not move at all? It's the settler that can't move? Why is my question. Why the hell can't this army move? Okay, so let's put it on auto explore and see if they move at some point. I don't know what's going on with my hero. And why he's just standing there doing nothing. Move the Agachi Shaman up there. They have the ability to move 4 movement points. So why aren't they? That village is already pacified. Has Doyak taken that region over? But then why can't they just move at all? What the hell is going on? Is it something with your equipment? What if we switch you back to your old bow? No, that didn't do anything either. What the hell? Can you guys move if you have no assigned hero? There we go. Okay, so I do apologize about that. That was odd. Basically, there's a bug in the game to where there's the chance that all of a sudden your people can't move anymore. So we just kind of randomly lose that turn for nothing. Or a couple of turns for nothing. So I cut the little part where, so like you guys saw me get stuck. And then I cut it. And then I figured out what was going on, and I came back in. So, I apologize for that. Hopefully that gets fixed at some point. That's a really weird bug. You would think that would have been fixed by now. A siege has started on one of our cities. What? The eyeless ones are sieging our city? Okay, well, we gotta go kill us some eyeless ones then really quick. Settler's gonna... Okay, well, let's go ahead and end the turn. So we're gonna go break that siege, and then we will end up having to put a cut in this video, so this one might end up being a couple minutes shorter than normal. Hey, we hit the Era of Glory. That's handy. So now we have unlocked Tier 2 research, so we will go ahead and unlock the Tenai Walkers. So we have our infantry unit available. Going to separate out the settler. Go ahead and get him moving to that area while our army deals with these eyeless bastards. And like I said, I do apologize for the fact that this video is very likely to be a little shorter than normal. I don't know though, it might end up being about the same length purely because there's a little bit of extra added time for me trying to come take out this stupid army. How are you gonna sit there and fight me? Okay, so they've basically pointed out that now that we share a border, they don't want us to cross into theirs. So let's go ahead and start knocking out all the cities we can. And we will need to rebuild the Geldrius village. Since they've already been pacified, they will stay pacified, but they were just, their village was wiped out. So we need to rebuild it. We will have a new empire plan relatively soon. We just completed our sewer system. And it looked like, actually, our hero just... No, not our hero. Our troops must have just leveled up again. Yep, our ranger is now a level 3 ranger. That's quite convenient. We've entered into winter. But the other ranger in the winter... Or not in the winter, in the city of Skane has finally been built. So that'll be handy. Let's go ahead and just auto duke that one out. Perfect! We've broken the siege to our city. There we go. And there we go. So now that we have reunited we have freed our besieged city, we will go ahead and begin gathering up our troops. We have a Berdeki that was just built in the northern front, I guess. I don't know. In the city of Yamosi. And we are like hemorrhaging money. So let's go ahead and get the extra gold. And let's go ahead and get extra science. And there we go. Why are they all in production in this city? This city is just losing money like crazy. What are these guys? Are these guys losing money? They are. Why is everyone losing money? Why are we like hemorrhaging dust? They're gaining 19. Let's keep getting more. Because the city of Yamosi is just losing so much money. Almost got it balanced out. Okay, so we will go ahead and put a cut in the video at this point. So our next goal will be to build the large enough unit, or large enough army to deal with this little temple ruin. And we will see where the quest takes us from there. Thank you very much for sticking around. Make sure to comment if you have anything you would like to say. Make sure to like if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you next time. Bye!